Hello and welcome to Kitchen Countercrafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is going to be a quick video of just a recycle reuse of a planner. Sometimes I get planners just kind of given to me or somehow. This is actually a brand new one, 2023, new but old now. Can't really be used, but the papers are kind of a interesting, like an off-white with a little bit of speckles in them. And so I was trying to think today, I was like, all right, do I just throw this away or what do I do with it? And then it occurred to me that these kind of look a little bit like tickets, if you will. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make these into some tickets and some ticket ephemera. And so I just kind of started working on it. First I glued this together on a separate page just using like Elmer's glue, and it turned out awful. And so I don't really like the way that came out at all. But then I did this one and I like the way that came out. So I'm going to just show you again a very quick video on how this is going to be. I started cutting these apart and then I was like, no, it's easier sometimes to work in the book by itself. So what I did was I went ahead and glued two of these papers together, so you can see right there. Just went ahead and took a glue stick and worked on that. And then the stamps that I have, I believe I purchased from Ali. And what you can do is just Google vintage clear stamps, and I'm almost 100% these are also on Amazon, mainly because I have purchased this before. I have like the half size of each of these, so it's nice to see the larger size. So they're just vintage tickets, I think is vintage clear stamp tickets, something along those lines. Anyway, but we'll use whatever you have. I think that would be the best way to do it. And I've got like a Paris theme going, but I don't know why, but that's fine. We can try that out. So just using, there's a lot of shadows here. Let's try and minimize that as best as we can. There's one. Okay, these are actually coming out nice. I did some of them, they were just meh. It's an old stamp pad and it should be dead by now, but I don't know how it stays alive, but it just does. One of the nice things to do, or I think nice, is when you're stamping like this to use more than one stamp pad color. And a lot of times it just adds a little something, makes it look better, in my opinion. So this, I don't even have a stamper for this. I'm just gonna go ahead with that. I know some of you who are like really good at this are probably cringing right now, but that's okay. A lot of times I will also use the back of a stamp pad like this to just stamp on there. In fact, I'll show you that now. We'll work on that too. Oh, haha, I don't have any room for that, so I'll just do that. Okay, that'll work. So what I do is I put the stamp on top. This one's kind of stayed here. It's just vintage writing from one of Tim Holt's ones, and I just kind of use that here and there just as background. So anyway, it kind of lives on top of that. So there I have it. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just leave this in the book and keep gluing and keep on making some more faux tickets. And then once I'm done, I should have something like this where, let me just work on this one here. Let's try this one out. Wow, that really came out great. Okay. How about that? And one more, no, two more. One here, one here. One is a little off kilter. That is fine by me. And then we're gonna do the same thing that we did here. and that is use this to give it a little bit of a contrast. And then I'm also going to do the edges of this real quick. Trying to hurry here. And I don't know why I'm hurrying, because nobody's in a hurry. I'm here to craft. All right, so there's the 3 tickets, if you will. And one of the ways that I know that many times you're supposed to get your thingamabobber out and kind of go around the edges, but a lot of times I'm way too lazy to do that. And so I will just go around the side like this. And it kind of gives me a really nice edge to it. And let me see if I can find a hole punch. I almost had a crisis. I don't know where things go. They just kind of disappear. All right, so I found a hole punch. So one of the things you can do if you really want this to look like a ticket, I'm gonna do it on this one, is you can actually stamp out the sides of it. And there you go. You got yourself some tickets. And so that's it. That's today's cycle on what to do with these calendars that you're getting ready to have come end of the year. So let me know what you think. Do you have any calendars, old ones laying around? Is this something you think you might want to check out or try out in terms of ephemera? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me. Thanks. Until next video. Bye.